Hi there, Michelle with Time Krafts. I wanted to come today and show you how you can dye your natural wood beads into a pretty color for all of your wreaths and garland making skills right now. Last night I had done a bunch of white ones. I just wanted to give them a quick whitewash. As you can see, they're not a bright solid white color. They're just kind of the natural wood is showing through to give it a nice whitewash. And I'm going to try to do that with a purple color now so that I have a good one for spring. Start with shaking your bottle and adding in your paint. Probably about a teaspoon of paint in there, and then about a teaspoon of water, and give it a good mix. Some colors you need more paint, some you need less. The whitewash ones, I only needed about this much paint to do about 100 beads. I'm only going to do about 25 beads today in this color, but I already tried it once and they didn't take to the coloring very well, so I added a little more paint this time to make it nice and thick. And I'm going to pour in my beads. And set your lid on there. And just shake them around and let them get nice and coated. The darker the color, the longer they need to sit. To absorb that color. Kind of open it and see how well they're doing there. They're not getting a ton of the purple on there, so I'm going to try adding just a little more paint to my mix. Go ahead and keep shaking them. I like the idea that not all of them are going to absorb at the exact same rate. So some of your beads are going to have more purple, some are going to have less. I personally like that more natural look to it. Some people will want it to be more uniform, so painting each bead would be a better option for you. But if you're planning on doing a lot of these, you don't have time to paint each bead. So I'm getting a little darker, as you can see, a little more purple. But I still want them to be a little more brilliant, so again, I'm going to add just a little more paint. You can keep going until you get the color you're hoping for, the color and the saturation level that you're hoping for. Again, different colors will yield different results. The white ones were dyed very quickly. It took maybe a minute of soaking them in the white color, and I did 100 of them at once in a bigger bowl. This is also a different paint. With the white ones, I had used a chalk paint, and this is a gloss acrylic that actually is kind of like a duochrome look to it. So I haven't tried this before. We're going to find out if it works with a duochrome. The bowl's looking pretty. Okay, let's open it up. Oh, see, those are looking nice. So from here, have a rag handy that was underneath you to begin with, and I just pour them out onto the rag. Yes, I have a little extra paint. You can save that if you want for the next dye, or you can just toss it. I'm gonna get them kind of off of that pile of paint there and move them over a little bit. Then just take a second rag and give them a little dry off. Obviously, they're not super bright purple anymore once some of the paint has rubbed off. You could let them have dried on their own to give them a little more color to them, like let that paint saturate in there even longer. I wanted again, the kind of more natural look, so that when it is next to my whitewashed beads, it's gonna look just kind of a hint of color, a hint of spring without being super bold. After this, just leave them laying out on your towel to dry. They don't take super long. I left my white ones overnight just because I was going to bed, but the other ones I've dyed, I actually just left on the rag for half an hour. If you're in a hurry, then go ahead and blast a blow dryer on those and you'll get them dried even quicker. Hope this helps with your projects, guys, and go ahead and hit subscribe.